Okay, so let's get started. A list of this, items that you will need will be in the description below. First and foremost, take a 14mm wrench. On the stock mirrors, you remove this little plastic. Just push it upwards. Now, this first nut to remove the mirror, the stock mirror, is actually not the normal thread, it's a counter thread, which means that this time going right will loosen up the bolt and going left will tighten it. As you can see, you just remove this stock mirror by turning it to the right instead of the left. It's fairly simple, and it's the same for the other side as well. Now, this last piece is normal threaded, so you push it to the left to loosen it. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, as we all know. It's a bit snug though, so but it's easy. No problems here. And there we go. Put everything away. And the stock mirrors are gone. Okay, the next thing you'll need is this Phillips screwdriver. We're gonna use this to remove the screw that holds the bar end in the bar end weight. It's just fairly simple. Just remove the screw on both sides to remove the actual bar end. That's the goal of this step. There we go. Keep them together. You will need the OEM screw later on. Put it away. Okay, next up is the interesting part, this little bar end weight. It has little clips on it, as you can see. Now, these clips round and attach to the bar itself. And our goal is to actually pry them loose. So first off, you roll up this little, you roll up the grip, the sleeve of the grip. There is some glue residue on here, so remove it if you want to. I think it makes working on it a bit easier. And as I said, you have to take a flat screwdriver and get it in between the little hooks of the bar and weight to pry them loose. It'll take a while, take your time, you don't want to damage your grips or your bars. And then I use a hammer to make sure that they are definitely not on anymore, so that the hooks actually come loose. I make sure that they're not attached to the bar itself any longer. So it's a bit of wiggling, it's a bit of trying out, hammering it to make sure it's loose, but you just want to make sure that the hooks don't attach onto the bar anymore. That's the goal of this step, to be honest. Nothing more, nothing less. Once that is done, and you're fairly sure that the hooks are actually bended inwards, you take the OEM screw, like I said, with your Phillips screwdriver, and you turn it back in. Take a vice grip and a hammer. And what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna knock out the bar and weight that is in there. You have to make sure you have a good grip on this, and then just hammer away. Take your time with the step on removing those clips. Just, yeah, you don't want to damage anything. Same thing here, just take your time, go slow, go easy. But yeah, as you can see, it's already coming out. Just keep knocking. And there it is. This is the internal bar end weight, or bar weight, I guess. That's what it looks like. A little stupid piece that seems to be a hassle for a lot of people to remove. Well, I mean, it is. Okay, next up. Nice. Next up are our Rhinomoto bar ends. I had to reassemble them quickly here because when I took them out of the package, they came apart. Now, this bar end in particular, maybe other bar ends as well, I found that it was pretty snug in the bar. As you can see on this video, I don't know if it's super clear, but it's pretty snug pretty soon, even though I don't know what the name of it is, but the screw to that pushes it open was not fastened, so it was loose still, and yet it was already snug. If you have this same problem, because I fiddled with this for quite a while, I eventually resorted to, I think, what most people do. That is taking some WD-40, spraying the inside of the bar end, spraying the bar ends themselves, taking a dirty cloth that you use as a cushion actually on the bar end, and a hammer, and give it some sweet love. Yeah. Take your time with this step as well. It might be a bit intimidating to start hammering on your bar end, but I did not damage them with this cloth, so you don't have to be scared about that. Just take your time, be careful. And this is what they look like. As you can see, there is still some play between the actual grip and the bar end. I don't want to get anything stuck there. Then of course we still have to tighten up the bar ends themselves, push out the spacer. However, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was already very, very snug. I don't think it was gonna come loose anymore because I pretty much hammered it in, but yeah, just to make sure that everything is installed correctly, I chose to, I mean, you have to just tighten these. Don't over tighten them. Yeah, but they have to be tight. That's not going anywhere anymore, trust me. Yeah. Okay. Next up are our bar ends. Now I have these CRG Arrow bar ends, but it's the same step for any bar end mirror that has this type of clamp that goes around it, goes around your bar end. You have to fiddle about with these a little bit, but you know, just to get the proper position for these. Right there I was checking if my gas still had enough play, if nothing was blocking it, but everything was fine, everything still worked. Yeah, and this step is just a matter of fastening your bar and mirror, I guess, to the bar end. It's pretty simple, but you have to take your time to make sure you have an actual visual behind you, that they're not just on there for looks, but you need to be able to use your mirrors. Now it's time for some ASMR opening. Yeah. All in all, I found this installation to not be that difficult. The hardest part of it by far is the bar and weights and the little clamps that are hooked onto the bar. To get them loose from each other, that's a bit of a hassle. And the fact that you have to hammer in these bar ends was a bit intimidating. But it's definitely doable. Don't be like me. The first thing that I tried was take apart the whole control unit for your starters and stuff. I took all of that apart because I figured maybe I can just slide the throttle off and I can do it like that. And yeah, once they're on and you're happy, once they are on and you are happy, this is what the finished product looks like. I'm very happy with these. In my opinion, they look super rad on this motorcycle. It really fits the aesthetic of the bike. It does make your bars a bit wider, so in terms of filtering, it can be a bit more snug. But you can always push them upwards, because it has a little mechanism in there that you can just rearrange them while you're riding. So it's pretty nice, to be honest. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.